Alright, you guys, this is Sir Anthony Brown, and I want to make a video. You know, my boy Kevin Samuels just died not too long ago, but I want to make a video touching on what Kevin Samuels stood for and how we in the black community did not really dissect his videos properly and understand where he really came from. I know a lot of black women hated him because of the controversial things he would say, and I realized a lot of even black men don't understand where he was coming from. I see a lot of black men now that he's died saying things like, oh, y'all hate Kevin Samuels because he calls y'all out, or because y'all don't want to do this and y'all don't want to do that. Black men, we got to understand that is not what Kevin Samuels, he was not telling us black men to be bashing black women, making them feel like trash. And any man that went on his show and they tried that, he would instantly come for them. And he did the same with women. If a woman tried to talk bad about a black man, he wouldn't allow the woman to talk about the black man. And if a black man tried to talk about a black woman, he wouldn't allow the black man to do it either. Because one thing about therapy and seeking help is to look in the mirror and fix yourself. All Kevin Samuels was doing was telling us, black men, black women, these are the issues. What are you doing wrong? If you're having problems, what is it you can do to fix it? A lot of us sometimes were too arrogant. And a lot of times, a lot of us was too hard-headed, too stubborn, to where sometimes it takes someone to humble us for us to open our eyes and accept advice from people. I've gave advice to a lot of my female friends, sisters, cousins, aunties, a lot of these people, and they listen to me. There have even been girls I've gave advice, and then once we start dating, it comes a time, a couple months, where they no longer listen to me. They no longer take advice from me. So just as Kevin Samuels was able to give a lot of people advice and help them in their marriages, the same reason he went through 2 divorces. Because although he could give good advice, it's something about the person you're dating that they decided they don't want to listen to you, even though you give good advice. A lot of people, relationships come to this battle and they create this animosity in the relationship to where they don't even listen to their own spouse. They think their own spouse is trying to manipulate them, and a lot of time it comes from people, friends, telling them things that's causing them to feel that way. So I just want us black men to understand we need to uplift our black women. What Kevin Samuels wanted us to do is open our women eyes to what the issue is. That doesn't necessarily mean you'll be able to open up your own baby mama eyes. It won't mean you'll be able to open up your own wife eyes, because we know how hard that is. But if every black man is contributing to trying to open up the eyes of our sisters, then it will help other relationships. Maybe not your own, because Kevin giving all the advice he was helping other people's marriages, it wasn't helping the divorce he just went through. He was fighting, trying to see his kid, child support, the battles he was going through, So all the advice he was giving, it wasn't helping him. And a lot of times you got to think about it, when he was saying controversial things, calling girls fat and stuff like that, that didn't help him. A lot of people get famous really, really fast saying what women want to hear, because we all know women are bigger supporters than men. Women gonna go out, they're gonna spend the money, they're gonna come to the shows, they're gonna come to your concerts, they're gonna buy your shoes, clothes, they're gonna do all these things. Men do that with sports, but the women do this when it comes to almost anything else, whether it's music, entertainment. The women are the ones that's gonna allow the man to spend money, they're gonna spend their own money, they're gonna spend their parents' money. So saying bad things about women is not to help. It's not going to help you in your career and you trying to blow up. It's not going to help you for sure. But that just shows how genuine and serious Kevin Samuels was about fixing the black community, to where he risked his popularity, but it just so happened it blew him up. But before it blew him up, you do realize he kind of laid it all on the line. When you're nobody and you come out and you're talking bad about black women, bro, that doesn't normally work out well for you. So for him to do that and still blew up doing it, it says a lot. You know, he wasn't trying to be controversial. He really wasn't. And I seen plenty of videos where he said, you guys think I enjoy talking about y'all in a bad manner? You think I enjoy it? No. But he just wanted us to understand sometimes our expectations are too high. And sometimes we just need to humble ourselves. Look in the mirror. As a matter of fact, I'm finna give you a prime example of a video I just watched today where it's this 35-year-old lady. She is divorced. Her husband divorced her, which is rare. And she got 2 boys by him. And she was speaking on how the market is over with. Matter of fact, I'll just put the link in the description box. But in this video, she was talking about how there's probably no market for her, and she's scared to get on the market because she don't think nobody want her. Pretty much she had no hope. And Kevin said, I mean, there's a market for it. There's a market for everyone, is what he wanted you guys to know. So there's a market for everyone, but what are you trying to get? If you're currently divorced, got 2 sons, just don't be out there trying to look for a man who's a basketball player, is what he's saying. Unless you look like Rihanna. That's one of the people he felt like was a 10. So unless you look like Rihanna and you're nice, sweet, those type of things, you shouldn't be looking for a basketball player. You shouldn't be looking for a man that's in that 3%, and you should humble yourself and look for an average man, because due to your circumstances, he's saying you're no longer a high value woman, you're a average woman. And an average woman should be with an average man. That sounds right, but a lot of people took it very, very offensive for some reason. Because I get a lot of us think we're super, super bad, and you know, I'm this and this. A lot of dudes think they got a little money, they bad to the bone, but the girls they want, they can't get. It's the same way with females. You know, it's just a lot of times he spoke to a lot of women, mainly because women call his shows the most. And at the end of the day, a lot of these conversations he cared to have them with women, because who's controlling the black community? It's the women. When he's talking about how 74% of the homes is single black women, you have to think these single black women are raising the kids. So it doesn't make sense to talk to the man, because the man can't talk to his own baby mama. How many of you women out here with a baby daddy? How many of you women out here listen to your baby daddy? Most of you don't. And y'all know you don't. You're not listening to him. So at the end of the day, it's like, who's going to talk to you about it? Because we're not going to... First of all, okay, matter of fact, here's a prime example. Remember Donald Trump? He said, and let's not get a mistake, I've never voted for no Republican, period. Donald Trump said, black people, you've been losing under the Democratic Party, so why not try something new? He basically just said, hey, we've been losing, let's do something different. That makes sense. But we called Trump a racist because he was a white man saying that. But then we have Kevin Samuels, who's black, and he say, listen, black people, you're doing this wrong and this wrong, and we say, and they hate him. People are celebrating his death when all he was trying to do is help the black community, because we are divided as a community, and we know that. The fact that they're celebrating this man's death says everything you need to say. And this man was trying to help the community. I can't think of one white person who was trying to help the white community died and somehow was getting bashed by his own community. This man was truly trying to help our people open their eyes and look at life in a realistic way. He didn't say what you wanted to hear to take your money. He kept it real, and we didn't want to hear it. But all of this slander on Kevin's name needs to stop. It's crazy, it's ridiculous, and you're a despicable human being for talking about a man that died. And it's only been like a week. It ain't even been a week yet, and you people are slandering this man character, this man name, and you're putting out straight up lies about him. It needs to stop, and it needs to stop immediately. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in.